players roll out. Let's update you. Central CASTRIES versus MABOUYA Valley, that will be the first game. And South CASTRIES versus Beaufort North, game number 2. And that will be after lunch. Late evening in India. It's fairly early evening. And let's see who's been the lucky captain.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to day 9 and match 17 of the Dream 11 T10 Blast at the Darren Sammy Stadium today. In our matchup today, we feature Central CASTRIES versus MABOUYA Valley. Tossing, our captains are Stephen Natrum from Central CASTRIES and Magaran Chulet from MABOUYA Valley.
What I would want?
Tails it is, so Central CASTRIES.
We'll have a bowl. It seems that everybody's winning, or most of the teams want to bowl first. Why?
Well, it's always a good chasing ground at the Darren Sammy ground, and with the weather around, the safer bet is to bowl first.
You had a good inning the last match, but obviously a few of your players need to step up. Talk to us about the approach today.
Yeah, coach has been saying it all throughout training before the tournament. At least one or two guys, big players in the team, have to put their hands up and bring their game home for the team.
What kind of a score are you hoping to restrict MABOUYA to?
Believe anything underneath 90 runs is gettable.
Any changes to your team today?
Yeah, we have 2 changes. Jeremiah Morissette coming in for Dylan John and Keegan Arnold coming in for Ryan Joseph.
Is it rotation or are you strengthening a particular area?
Yeah, just trying to strengthen certain areas we were working last time.
All the best.
Thank you.
Mugaran, you're coming off a high, so you want to build and continue your momentum?
Yes, definitely. We were hoping to bowl as well. We were aware the pitch got quite a bit of water last night, plus the overnight showers. We were hoping to use the conditions there. But all in all, yesterday we won batting first. Today we will be looking to do the same.
And what kind of a total are you looking at? Obviously looking to improve your performance?
Yes, I think anything around 100 would be quite difficult for them. And either way, whatever we get, we'll be hoping to defend. We know that they are under pressure, having lost 2 matches, so we'll be hoping to bank on that as well.
And obviously you're looking to continue your good form as well?
Yes, definitely. Cricket is a game of momentum, so we're hoping to build on that momentum today.
Changes to your team?
No, team remains the same as the last game.
Quick question, when you prepare for a match like this, how much opposition research do you do? How much research do you do on your opponents?
Yes, we do quite a bit of research. I mean, all the players on their team, we know them very well. We know that the lengths they rather bowl. We know the batsmen, the shots that they prefer. So we'll be hoping to use that knowledge today.
All the best, Magaran.
Thank you very much.
Well, first delivery up. And comments on the toss, Greg. Side winning the toss, deciding to bowl first again.
Yes, we are a bit overcast this morning. And yesterday, they bowled second. So this time around, they're changing it up.
Janglu and Polio starting. And that's a real stand and deliver swipe, making no effort to even get into line. I think his partner has just come to temper him down to say, look, don't let's throw it away. So, number of wickets, 74, runs scored so far, 1640, wides 135, no balls 21, sixes 75, and again, outside the line of the off stump and maybe playing inside the line of it. Fours 121, sixes 75, dot balls 37, 54, 46, 53, 46, 56, 45, 67, 50, 55. The lowest game is watch number 1. That's 37. That's hit down towards the mid-on area. And still they couldn't get off the not, so it's nothing on the board yet. Greg, you want to just comment on those facts by Roland Cox?
Yes, the number of dot balls read, it's quite a few we've had in the 10 matches over.
And this is a delivery which played down towards backward point, picked up on the run, the lefty returning along the ground, not really good service, but they're back for the second run. So 37, the lowest amount of dot balls we have had.
Yes, that was in game number 1. in the group stage.
So, Hale. And again, just looking to swing towards mid-wicket. No real shot. So the over's completed. It wasn't impressive performance by Shango. Well, we'll see if he's just taken an over or two to settle down. So 2 without loss, and Hale will be happy with his opening over.
Yeah, good over there by Sanjay Hills. Just conceding 2 in the over. Perhaps the best start they've had with the ball in the 3 matches so far. And well, no wides for a change in an over. And the slowest start by MABOUYA Valley, just 2.
So, Central Castro Mindu Heritage have started with spin from the other end. Eli box, left arm orthodox. Very cool. This is maybe the coolest we've had in the competition for the start. Eli box goes in, and good delivery coming in with the arm, looking to turn it, looking to paddle it maybe as he rehearses the shot. So already we have had 1 dot ball. Fairly defensive field. Mid-wicket is out, and again going down leg side, but found the pad in the way, so no wide called. Still 2 without loss. Eli box on the far end. And on the back foot, good awful mistake by the mid-wicket. It was rolling very slowly indeed. And just a little bit of pressure the bowler was beginning to work with. 3 without loss, a simple mistake.
Yes, terrible miss there in the mid-wicket area there by Alin Prosper.
So Eli Boxer now bowls to Shango, who is looking to be ultra-aggressive and doesn't seem to really play a shot. Now rehearses a sweep shot. It was seem to be missing leg. So he might have missed an opportunity. Eli Box passes the umpire and gets an inside edge. He wants a run. It's going to be an easy run out, and his partner is going to have a few choice words with him. Polius not happy at all. The body language. I mean, Polius was doing the right thing. He saw it was off an edge going slowly to a fine leg, and he decided he'll come through. He's running to the danger end, and Shango didn't respond. And 3 for 1, Greg.
Yeah, poor bit of cricket there by Ori Shango. The ball getting an inside there, it's going down to the short fine leg. The ball was behind him, so it means that it is the call of the non-striker. And Chad Polius doing the right thing, running down the track for what should have been an easy single, got to about 3/4 way of the wicket and had to go back after he was sent back by Ori Shango, and resulting in an easy run out for the Central Castries Mindu Heritage. So terrible way to lose your first wicket, right?
How will Polius handle that? Well, we will never know. I mean, some people simply put it behind them, or will probably have a word or two to the offending partner. This is a delivery which is first up to Edmonds. He plays it tries to play it very fine, makes no contact at all. And we've had the first wide of the morning. Goes to 5 without loss. Edmonds in strike as he checks his guard once more. Trevor Wells and Bernie Emmanuel coaching Nabia. Darren Harris and Shallery, Keith Shallery. Keith Shallery has been, of course, a former player for Castries, Central Castries, as plays slowly out towards a short third man. So slow going.
Hi, I'm Tedison John of the Tedison John Project. Even when we're not rehearsing, we stay connected. Flow makes it easy with Flow bundle plans. my mobile phone, internet broadband to download and send files, my home office fixed line. All the services I need in one place. And guess what? The more services you use, the less you pay. Yep, get more and pay less. Guys, you can't go wrong on this one. Bundle today.
He was a bad judge of a run totally?
Generally, I would want to think so. Because he's the one who normally gets run out, so I would want to believe he's the one who's part judging the singles.
Yes. I think there was a time when Herbert Chang ran out the Lawrence Row a few times, and that swung away. The kind of shot he was looking to play for all the time, and as it came into the body, it suited his style, and he managed to hit it towards our cameraman at mid-wicket. 9 for 1, Changu is 6. Yes, Herbert Chang got a lot of pressure from the Jamaican crowd. Herbert Chang still alive, played one test match, went to South Africa, paid whatever price he had to pay. That's a delivery short of sending off stump. And Changu making no effort to get towards the off stump to make any contact.
Yes, Strango's style of play seems to be just stand and deliver it.
Well, maybe that has proved successfully in the past. Hale is quite a tall young man. He's about 6'3". Again, outside, this time a wide pitch and moving away. He wanted to pitch and cutting back. But seemed to have Sir Courtly Ambrose height. Very tall, as he starts to move in without stopping, trying better control. That's pulled very quickly, well stopped by mid-on. Brilliant stop, because it almost looked like it was going past him. That really lifts the bowler. It also keeps the score down. It's only 11 for 1. Brilliant work by the mid-on as we see him just settling himself up.
Yes, good work there by McKinney Clark. Just dive into his right. This one had 4 written all over.
Yeah, it was hit fairly hard. That's great to the bowler, great to the fielding side. 11 for 1 as Edmonds move in. Hale moves in. Edmonds swinging. Well, that style may work. We'll have to wait and see. Or he will top edge and someone will try to catch it. So 2.4 overs bowled. South Castries and View Fort North will be our second game. And Hale from the commentary box end, 1.4 overs. And that's swatted down towards mid-off. And the overthrow is backed up quite nicely. 12 for 1. Shango, 7. Gives the strike back to Edmonds. Pakistan, Zimbabwe, second day today. Pakistan were off to a very good start. We'll try and give you that score later on. That's the one international match on it, I know. And again, Shango, no pretense, not trying to move any feet. That's probably worked for him, so he continues. He's 7, we've had 3 overs bowled. Edmonds is 1, and another good economical over bowled.
Yes, very economical by Sanjay Hills, just considering 7 runs in the over, Reds, and he's 2 overs for 9 runs. So Captain Stephen Netram would be pleased with the effort of Hales, the opening bowler.
Yes, Hale and Eli Box in combination. Eli Box has been using the arm ball effectively, and when it did beat the bat, it's not going down leg side, it's hitting the pad as it hits the pad there. And a dot ball recorded. So still 12 for 1. Clive Jules all the way from MABOUYA has long arrived, and he will be your next commentator. That's a bowler. looking to come back. Well, we talked about the arm ball, and that's a delivery that he should have been forward to. He went back looking to cut. Even if it was a straight ball on the middle stump, it would have been a dangerous shot. So they are 12 for 2. Edmonds bowled by Eli Box, and good performance there by the left-arm spinner.
Yes, good bowling indeed by Eli Box. Certainly attacking the stumps. You miss, I hit on this occasion. Zachary Edmond just backing away a bit, looking to force this one through the outside, and completely missing this one, and he was comprehensively bowled. So the MABOUYA Valley struggles continue, right? Some 3.1 over, and they're just 12, and they've lost the second wicket.
Yes, and he soaked up 5 balls for his one. Shangu.
Captain.
Now joined by
Magaran Shulut.
Yes, Shulet. Very confident walk. Sometimes the body language tells you. I'm not big on nicknames in the back. I'll say this, I prefer to have names. And we've had a mixed bag. We have names and Shulet.
Yeah, I find this year, Reds, quite a few of the players have, their nickname. Shulet is carrying Beast. We saw Frenchman, Beast.
Well, in case you didn't pick it up, his nickname is the Beast. Where that come from? Is that because he's a hard-hitting batsman? He takes the bail like Shiv Chandrapal and marks his guard. So Eli Box 1.2, 1 for 3. And left arm orthodox over, and again coming in. And the return, well, they almost looking for the second at one time. The return came in. It was quite close to the woodwork at the non-striker's end. But nothing turned away, Greg. Everything is coming in with the arm.
Well, they would say if it's not broken, why fix it?
Yes, that's true. But you want a surprise, and that is the one outside the leg stump. Keeper needs to keep the feet together. You go across. So wide, 15 for 2. You're halfway through the 4th over. Box turns it away as he's outside the leg stump. Eli Box and Shulet just tucking it away. Nice looking shot. He's much more orthodox player than his partner. He is 16 for 2. One result this morning, Leeds beating Spurs 3-1. And that's a dead ball being signaled. So no chance maybe for Spurs to make the last 4. Leeds moving up. I think they're in the middle of the table. City and Chelsea now doing battle. As that ball goes in, beats leg stump. Again looking to try and play off the back foot to a delivery that we feel you've got to be very much forward to. It goes past the keeper. And came back for a second. So 18 for 2. Extras, of course, rising. Eli Box. And Shangu plays a very orthodox shot on that occasion. Pushes straight to the right of the ball.
Have you ever wondered how money can work for you? At Fix, we offer several investment options that can do just that. One option is the fixed deposit, which is a short-term investment where funds are deposited for a minimum of 1 year at an attractive rate, better than anywhere else. The fixed deposit is unique and tailored for both individuals and institutional investors, and gives you the option to reinvest for another period after maturity. For more information, call Fix today at 458-8700 or 458-8740, or email Fix at info@fixlimited.com. Fix, firm and upright.
So this is about the worst start they have had in the 3 matches so far.
Well, it's up to Morissette to continue the tight bowling. It's been set a very high mark by the two opening bowlers. Morissette, just from his run, he's going to bowl medium pace. Long on, coming just below commentary box. Mid-wicket is out. So is the square cover. Down the leg side, and no ball called. Well, he hasn't started all that well. So a free hit, and Choulette in a position to take advantage of this, because he knows that he can't be caught. He can certainly be out of a no ball. It's down the leg side, keeper. So, where is he going? I mean, the keeper got across, and the non-striker was heading out to run out being a buy off the free hit. So Choulette didn't respond, remains in 2, Chango 7, total has gone up 20 for 2. And don't think that Choulette was quite ready, or the bails have come off. Well, we've seen that happen a few times, and I suppose the wind is fairly heavy.
The umpires need heavier bails.
Yes, you can play without bails, as first done in New Zealand some time ago. There's no slip, and a fairly wild slash there by Choulette. You see that a lot in the white ball format, and especially the T10, Greg, a lot more shots to cow corner, a lot more swings and miss.
Yes, because the game is much shorter, more intensity.
Morissette once more, and almost caught in bowl. Pushed it rather in a very uncertain manner, and didn't have the angle. It did carry, but it wasn't a real chance. So news coming in that A.B. de Villiers, according to a report we saw this morning, A.B. de Villiers set to come out to the West Indies with South Africa. Morissette bowls turn out to the onside, easy single. Mid-wicket just coming in to pick up. Rotation, the strike. 21 for 2. And it was felt that South Africa was coming with a stronger bowling team than batting. Now I think it's the other way around with de Villiers.
Yes, when you have Mr. 360 in your team, this is additional bonus for you.
Hasn't played since 2018. The test game, that's edge. Third man comes around and misses it. He didn't, in fact, stop the slide. He came around, but couldn't stop the movement to his left, and found himself outside the line of the ball, didn't get anything behind it. So very 4 useful runs, 25 for 2. But that's a big plus for South Africa, because, I mean, he's a real sensible player. He can make the adjustment from the white ball to the test game. Greg will look at that in a minute. And that's swung away. It's going to go into the mid-wicket boundary. Long on couldn't pick it up. So Chango being productive. He hasn't been all that orthodox at time, as he goes up to 15. And in almost the end of the 5th over is 29 for 2. A.B. de Villiers.
Yes, A.B. de Villiers, like you said, right, is a very adaptive player and could suit this game to any of the formats.
And that's down the leg side, and wide call. So 30 coming up on the board. Morissette. A bit of an expensive over, Greg, none for 12.
Yes, the most expensive over we've had so far.
So the last ball of the 5th over, Clive Jules will come in, and that strikes him on the pad. But I think he was outside the line of the leg stump. There was a body language appeal. So 5 overs gone. MABOUYA quite happy with the rate at this time after 5 overs, so it's what they will get after. In fact, of the next 5, more from Greg, and then it'll be Clivius on a pretty overcast morning.
Yes, a bit of slow going there by the MABOUYA constrictors. As did indicate Reds, the next 5 overs, they certainly would have to pick up the pace if they are to post a competitive score. Just looking at the second game, Clivus, at the halfway stage, similar scores. They were 30, but they had lost one additional wicket. They were 30 for free after 5 in the second game. So one would say familiar territory, so to speak. And they were able to get up to 83 at the end.
Good morning to you, Greg Wilson, and good morning to our listeners. Yes, MABOUYA Valley Constrictors in familiar territory. And it's Arnold to McGarren, the captain, and this delivery is heading towards down the leg side. Prosper making a really good take down the leg side. Arnold, a wayward start for him, and the score is pushed on by 1 to the 31. Arnold into McGarren, heading down the leg side again. This one wraps him on the pad. There's an appeal out in the field at mid-wicket, but the umpire is not interested. The bowler himself is not interested. Keegan Arnold really pushing it down the leg side, probably looking to do kind of the same thing that Eli Box was doing. Again, down the leg side, another white signal there. Arnold down the leg side. This time the batsman just steps inside the line, and hard work for Prosper behind the stumps. It's Arnold left arm around into Shulet, and this one again is down the leg side. Keegan Arnold really testing his keeper today.
Very much so. His first game in the tournament, and it looked like he has caught on the white disease as well.
Certainly, again, this time he's on the line of off stump, and McGarren Shulet rocked back and plays him into the offside. It comes through for 1. The score moves on by 1 to 34. Ori Shangu, who's on strike now, is on 15, and he backs away inside, edges this one out to a short fine leg. They come through for 1. Ori Shangu stepping to leg on this occasion, giving himself some room and just succeeding in getting the inside edge down to fine leg. A French cut, they refer to it as?
Very much so, but not played by the Frenchman.
The Frenchman has gone back into the hut, and this delivery is again on the line of leg stump, and Ori Shangu pushes at it down the wicket. The bowler comes around. The score remains on 35 for 2. MABOUYA Valley Constrictors, really the scoring rate has been constricted, and Ori Shangu is pulling this one down towards long on, and the fielder comes around. It's Captain Natram, and they come through for a single. The score is pushed on by 1 to 36 for 2. Shangu has moved to 16. He's on 16 from 18 balls, and he's been there from the beginning. Shulet is on 5 from 10 balls, and this time Shulet picks this one up out towards deep mid-wicket. The fielder comes around. He will stop it just inside the boundary, a sliding stop, and they come through for 2. Good bit of fielding, good throw back into the wicketkeeper.
Yes, good all-round cricket there by the fielder out at the mid-wicket boundary. But first over the ball by Keegan Arnold.
My name is Godfrey. I have been doing cassava from young with my mom. She showed me everything to do with cassava, how to grate it, to prepare the cemetery. I enjoy making it. It's my life. That's my canoes.
Needs to be an injection of pace and life into the scoring rate if they are to get anywhere to a respectable total, anywhere within the region of 80 plus, as we've spoken about a lot, Greg Wilson.
Yes, we see the change in the bowling now. The young McKinney, Clark, looks like. So the constrictors need to target a bowler.
They have to target a bowler. They have to target all the bowlers if they need to get anything respectable. 6 overs completed, 38 for 2. Captain Shulet on strike, and he's batting at a strike rate of 50. He's at some 5 from 10 deliveries, and he faces up to McKenny Clark. Number 23, McKenny Clark, moves in away from the media center and into the base, and this one is very, very wide. Diving Casper Prosper behind the stump, cannot get a glove to it, and it goes down to a third man. Third man makes the stop. The batsman come through for an extra, so it's 2 wides. First ball of Clark's over, and he's starting off where he left off from the last game.
Yes, one really has to spare thought for the keepers in this tournament. They have to be diving all over in the effort to be stopping some wide deliveries bowled by.
And this time he's down the leg side again, and the diving skills, Gasper Prosper's diving skills are being tested here. Out on the offside, down the leg side, and he's really been made to earn his keep today, Gasper Prosper. His bowlers have really pushed him down the leg side, outside off. They've not been very disciplined at all. In this tournament, as a matter of fact, we can mention that this is one of the woes of this tournament.
Yes, quite a few wide so far, 145 prior to the start of this game.
Clark again, this time he is on target outside off stump into Shulet, and the length is good. The line is good this time. No run resulting. The score remains on 42. And yeah, you'd think that Gasper Prosper is at a diving competition or some swimming pool somewhere. He's been made to dive all over the place. And McKenny Clark is trying to make amends. He's bowled 1 ball on target. He moves into McGarren Shulet, and McGarren Shulet is making contact out towards the cover. Dwight Thomas give chase. They come through for 1, 2, and that's all. There will be 2 runs, comfortable runs. A good shot on this occasion by McGarren Shulet, inside out, and a no ball is being signaled there by the umpire. And McKenny Clark, his troubles continue. The Central Castries Mindu Heritage trouble continues.
Yes, McKenny Clark has transgressed the line on this occasion.
Clark into Shulet, and Shulet is missing out on this free hit. Shulet is missing out. MABOUYA Valley Constrictors 45 for 2. McKenny Clark giving them some assistance in terms of getting the scoring rate up, but McGarren Shulet, the captain, is not able to accept on this occasion, and the ball goes through to Prosper. Clark is from the media center, and number 23 on his back, right arm over the wicket into Shulet, and Shulet is looking to drive again. Same line, same length, same shot, same results. It goes through to wicketkeeper Gasper Prosper.
Yeah, I think Shulet is trying to hit this ball a bit too hard rather than looking for timing. You look at the cover region, anything to the left or right of Thomas can result in 4 easy runs.
McGarren is looking to target the onside field. McKenny Clark, this time he gets some bat on it out towards a fine leg, long leg, and it goes over the boundary. Sukwa can't get a hold of it, and it goes over boundary. That's the off the pads, and it's 4 leg buys, but 4 runs to the cause of the MABOUYA Valley Constrictors. Nonetheless, Shulet remains on 7. Shangu is on 18. The MABOUYA Valley Constrictors 49 for 2. We're into the 7th over, bowled by McKenny Clark.
Yes, it's shaping up to be a productive over for MABOUYA with some 2 legal deliveries still remaining.
And Clark will bowl to Shulet, who really is looking to push on. This time he makes contact into the offside, and the sweeper comes off the boundary. They come through for 1. They think of the second, and it's not on. Second run is not on. Ori Shangu has been involved in a run out this morning. He's being very circumspect about deciding on a second run.
Yes, good work there done by Sanjay Hills in the extra cover region.
And with that, a single, the 50 comes up for the MABOUYA Valley Constrictors. They're in the 7th over, 1 shy of 7 overs. 50 in 53 balls, I'm being told by our statistician. And Shangu is backing away and is striking this one, and no ball again. I need to change my location. Greg Wilson just missing out on the view umpire. And Sanjay Hill again transgressing that line. McKenny Clark on this occasion. Correction here. McKenny Clark transgressing that line yet again, and no ball. 52 for 2. Ori Shango this time gets an opportunity for a free hit and lifting delivery into him. He can only succeed in pushing that into the covers, and they come through for 1. The score moves on by 1 to 53. 53 for 2 after 7 overs. A bit of a recovery there from the Constrictors, Greg.
Good recovery indeed, but they were ably assisted by indisciplined bowling from Kenny Clark. But the Constrictors needs to get a move on, and perhaps this is the over that would give them the sort of impetus to get towards a respectable score.
They certainly needed that over. But Kenny Clark had a good hand to play in it. McGarren Shulet is on 9. He's batting on 9 from 17 balls. Very, very slow going for the captain. And Ori Shango is there on 19 from 20 balls. He's picked up, he's scoring. A partnership of 41, a good partnership by these two. 41 from 25 balls. And I'm sure extras would have a healthy contribution in that partnership as well. It's Keegan Arnold to continue from the players' pavilion end as the southern end of the ground. Keegan Arnold, and he will be bowling to McGarren and Shulet. Mabuya Valley Constrictors will certainly look to push on past the 80, probably into the 90s. And this one is short, and McGarren Shulet is giving himself, clearing his front leg and hitting out towards a long one and come through for 1. He didn't get the timing on this occasion, Greg.
Not the sort of timing he would have wanted, but he'll be pleased to get a run from his delivery.
This time, Shango gets an opportunity, hit out towards a mid-wicket. He come through for 1. He thinks of the second, and it's not on. McGarren Shulet was not interested in that second run, and the score moves on by 1 to 55. Shango has moved to 20. McGarren Shulet is on 10. The partnership of 43. Keegan Arnold, a left arm around into Shulet, inside edges, down towards fine leg. Prosper after they come through 1, they wait for the second, and they will get it very comfortably. Good return, but a little bit ginger in the movement on the part of Prosper.
Yes, Prosper does not look 100% out in the field. He's showing a bit of grimace on his face after giving the short chase.
And it's Arnold again, left arm around to Shulet. Shulet is looking for the slog sweep. Problems, definite problems. Ori Shango again is involved in a run out. This time he suffers the fate. Problems there. The keeper comes around, and terrible communication. It
looks like there's a captain that is walking out. There's a captain that got run out, apparently.
Shulet. He did not make his ground back. Ori Shango, the captain, got run out. A comedy of errors on the part of the Mabuya Valley Constrictors. Very poor communication again, Greg Wilson.
Yes, poor communication between the two. The CASTRIES Bindu Heritage would be happy to see the back of McGarren Shulet, knowing the sort of explosive player he could be in the back end of the inning. So another breakthrough. Mabuya Valley, when they were just putting a good partnership between these two, they had to suffer the loss of their captain, McGarren Shulet.
And with the exit of McGarren Shulet, Mitchell Louisi comes on, the wicketkeeper Mitchell Louisi. But he will not be on strike. He'll be at the non-strikers end as Arnold comes left arm around into Shango and this out towards the long off. And it's spilled. It's dropped. It looks like Dwight Thomas out there. Dwight Thomas just putting this one down, and it would be really unfortunate for the Constrictors. Dwight Thomas just did not get into the drop zone. Was
perhaps a little too overconfident. Just went to this one very lackadaisical.
And of course, Bindu Heritage The Central Castries Mindu Heritage have lost 2 in a row, looking for a victory in this one. And all around the wicket, 2 more. This one is in the air and out towards the boundary. 1 bounce over the boundary, a deep, a backward square, and they will get that 4 to the total. Louisi is off the mark with a boundary. The scores moved on to a 62. A 62 for 3 after some 8 overs. 12 deliveries to go.
Yes, bad miss there by Dwight Thomas, giving Orichango a life and.
Get more with our Massy card. 1 card, many locations for your rewards. Earn points at all Massy stores and Massy card partners island-wide and watch your points grow. Visit our customer service desk at Massy stores or www.massycard.com for more information. Enjoy the many benefits that only your Massy card can bring.
McKenny Clark to continue. Outside off stump to Shangu. Shangu is moving away to leg, giving himself space, but not making any contact on this occasion. The score remains on a 62 for 3. And Clark to continue to Shangu. Shangu's batting on 21. It's Clark to Shangu. Shangu backing away again and out towards the extra cover. He makes a half stop. They come through for the second run. Shangu is diving. The throw is off target. Luisi is looking very electric between the wicket. Luisi and they come through for the second run comfortably. Shangu is diving, but the throw was off target on this occasion.
Yes, good aggressive run in between these two. Certainly, Shangu wants to take as much of the strike as he possibly can, and they really scamper back for the second run.
Clark into Shangu, 23 from 24 balls. He backs away again and out towards a long off where he finds Natram, and they come through for 1. The score moves on by 1 to 65. Shangu has moved to 24 from 25 balls. He's increasing his strike rate steadily. The partnership is on 8. Luisi is batting on 4. He's on strike now to Clark, and Luisi has faced 1 delivery. He hit it to deep backward square for 4. What can he do on this occasion? Can he inject that life into that scoring rate for the Constrictors? Clark will bowl to Luisi. He steps inside the line and he's looking for that big heave, missing the ball, and another communication issue there. Ori Shangu is not certain about his running, his calling. It's a mix-up again.
Yes, on this occasion, Gaspar Prosper just fumbling this one. And Ori Shangu was alert enough to run for a bye. Certainly he wants to get as much as the strike in these last 2 overs.
And he is the key man as a Clark. Ball to Ori Shangu on a 24. Shangu gives himself some room, but a lifting delivery on the line of the body, and he can't make any contact. It goes through to Prospect. Good pace from young McKenny Clark on this occasion.
Best over so far in the tournament for young Clark. He has been bowling a very disciplined line, disciplined length in this over.
He probably is a slow starter, McKenny Clark. He needed to get a few overs under his belt, and he's gotten some. And today, he's in his second over, he's a little bit tighter as he bowls his final delivery to Shangu, and Shangu is getting the outside edge out towards Spurman, and he finds Keegan Arnold. He fumbles, but it does not cost them anything. 1 more to the total, 67 for 3 after some 9 overs. 6 balls to go. 6 balls to go in the innings.
It's my life and I want more. More time, more power. Pay my Lucy like bill isn't hard. I pay with credit or debit card. Pay direct to Lucy like my account. I have the power, yeah. Pay online to Lucy like my account. Anywhere, any day, any hour. Lights are on at home. No more standing in line. No more worrying about my bill. Now I'm all paid up. Got more time to chill, yeah, yeah. Pay my Lucy like bill isn't hard. I pay with credit or debit card.
It's Adonis who will be charged with the responsibility of the final 6 inside out. Shango out towards deep extra cover. Thomas comes around and they come through for 2 comfortable runs. 2 more to the total, 69. They've gone past the score of the first game, but how far can they get? Can they get towards 80, 83, 85, which would be a more challenging total for the Heritage? Shot and back over the bowler's head, out towards the long off, and it goes over the boundary now. Ori Shango, it presented a half chance to Adonis. He got a hand to it, but it was hit with some power, Greg.
Yes, powerfully struck back to the bowler before he reacted. The ball had gone past him already. And Dwight Thomas in the deep should be thinking, had I not given him the chance, would he have gotten that boundary?
73 for 3. Adonis to Shango. Shango giving himself some room out towards the long off again. Thomas comes off the rope and restricting them to 1. The throw comes in and 1 is all there will be. The score moves on by 1 to 74. Shango is on 32 from 30. He's moved his strike rate beyond 100. It's Adonis to Luisi, and Luisi picks him up out towards the grassy mound over long on, and he gets that 6. A big hit there from Mitchell Luisi.
Yes, a short delivery there by Adonis on this occasion. And Luis is certainly looking for a few maximum, made some good contact, straight up the meat of the bat and just clear the captain Stephen Natram to his right and got 6 valuable runs for his team.
80 on the board for Mabuya Valley Constrictors. Again, Luis is not making proper contact on this occasion, out towards the long off, and the Natram comes up the boundary. He'll feel just outside the 30-yard circle. They come through for 181. Shango will face up to Adonis inside out. It will land just short of Thomas, and Luis is coming for the second. Shango, oh my goodness, Gasper Prosper had the opportunity to run out. Shango, who seemed to be suffering from some form of injury. He might have gotten that when he dived on that run out. And they finish on 83 for 3. A good finish by the Mabuya Valley Constrictors.
Yes, good finish. So the inning there by Mabuya Constrictors. They finish on the identical score as the last game, 83. But on this occasion, losing 2 wickets less than what they did in the second game. So the Mindo Heritage certainly would have their work cut out for them. Moderate total to chase to get the first win in the third game of the group stage.
Mabuya Valley Constrictors, do you think, Greg, that they have the bowling to defend this 83?
I think they do have the bowling, but a lot will depend on what sort of approach the Mindo Heritage, the Central Castle Mindo Heritage have towards this inning, and a lot would ride on the captain and some of the senior players around.
A good bowling there from the Central CASTRIES Mindo Heritage. Hill getting some bowling 2 overs for 9, and Eli Box, the 2 opening bowlers, were right on target for the Mindo Heritage. He had the breaks on the Constrictors early.
Yes, they certainly constricted their scoring. That's just the sort of performance that you would want for your 2 opening bowlers, and they certainly got it from them.
And if you look at the bowling card there, you would see that it's only Morissette and Adonis, each of them bowling 1 over that went for double figures in terms of the single over. But Arnold, very tight as well. He went for an economy rate of 8.5. Clark, 7.5. His best figures for the tournament so far.
Certainly, especially his second over, he was very impressive. Did not concede any extras in particular. He was very guilty of that, even in his first over in this spell and the last game where he had some 4 no balls and quite a few wides as well.
Yeah, McKenny Clark was able to tighten it up towards the end there, but a good finish from Ori Shango in particular for the Mabuya Valley Constrictors, and finishing on 34. He was involved in a couple of mix-up, and but he was able to keep his nerve. And as we see the highlights, their first run out of Chad Frenchman Polius. He was livid at Ori Shango on this occasion. And we pick up the highlights of the innings. Ori Shango getting this one out towards mid-wicket, deep mid-wicket, and enjoying a boundary there. But Keegan Arnold, Jaden Eli box was very tight as well. Bowling to Edmund, and we mentioned arm ball. Edmund should have been playing forward. He's back and he's bowled comprehensively beaten and bowled 21 for 2 at that time. Outside edge, and Keegan Arnold making a meal with this one. Or reset to Shango, always looking to give himself room outside leg stump, and picks him out towards wide-ish long on. Shango and Shulet, a good partnership. At the time, at the moment, was 33 from 21, and this one comes off the pads and down towards the boundary. Another comedy of errors there from the MABOUYA Valley, and Prosper and Arnold teaming up to capitalize on a fairly easy run-out chance, and Margaret Shulet being run out there. Dwight Thomas dropping Ori Shango, pretty nonchalant approach from Thomas, and Arnold to Louisi. Louisi steps inside the line, picks him up out to the backward square. One bounce over the boundary, 4 runs to Mitchell Louisi. First delivery he faced and went for 4. Last over of the innings, and Shango backing away through the hands of Adonis out towards long off, and he gets that boundary. 74. Louisi picking up Adonis and depositing him over a wide-ish long on, and getting 6 in the process. 2 runs to finish off for MABOUYA Valley. 83 for 3. A good finish for them, not without mishap. And we will take some comment from Greg Wilson, and it will be the voice of Rez Pereira to continue.
Born from the same soil, growing stronger.
Raised of our own sweat and toil, doing it together.
I'll bank for you and me,
Taking us forward so proudly.
First National Bank, the best of who we are. First National Bank, together we'll go far. The pride of St. Lucia, here to stay.
Growing up, growing stronger, it's a First National way.
Every day we're making better, faster and smarter, convenience like no other.
First National Bank, the best of who we are.
First National Bank, together we'll go far.
We'll go far. For decades every day, it's clear, it's true.
First National Bank, we're here for you.
So the first delivery upcoming, and Jay to start the bowl to Prosper. He's got a keeper standing back, and of course a slip outside the off stumps. He fans at it and makes no contact at all. So Prosper, Natrum, as you heard, and Jay. From the commentary box end. Angers. Touch of the French. Greg Wilson. Very British names.
Wilson? Yeah, I would want to think so.
Angers goes in, and that top edge, it goes over the slip, but the third man does a pretty good job. He got the body behind it, not so the long barrier, So just one. Your parents were both from Castries?
Yes, right.
Said that very quietly.
Castries Southeast.
Castries South. You. Solitary slip. And I'm a country boy from a river area. There was cricket. It used to be much more than bat and ball. It was a whole social occasion. There was music, there was dancing, a little bit of drinking too. That's outside the off stump. Play down through backward point. This may, no, it will not. Cover comes around. They should have been looking for the second there. Surprise, surprise. It went a long way right out to the huge scoreboard on the far side. And to my surprise, Greg, they only took one.
Yes, good bit of field in there by the fielder at the extra cover boundary, covered a fair bit of ground. But Gaspar and Stephen Netram should have done better than that, right? They should have come back for the second. The ball was to the left of the fielder, so he had to spin around in order to throw the ball in.
Well, Angie appreciating the fielding effort and appreciating the fact they didn't come back for the second run. Now he runs through the crease area. Well, he's allowed to do that if he feels that he's going to miss the mark. Comes back to his mark. Bowling around the wicket to the left-handed Prosper. And moving in. This delivery, he looks to top edge. That's going to go high over the Dream 11 advertising board. And we say good evening to all in India. As we see Central Castries moving to 8 without loss. Looking to hit a squarer there, Greg, but helped by a top edge.
Yes, as on this occasion, short, and this one was going down the leg side. As you indicate, Gaspar was looking to hit through the square leg, but got a meaty top edge and went all the way for 6.
There's no square leg right now. That's a forward, a big appeal, turned down by the umpire. And he got down virtually on one knee to complete the appeal. But the umpire unmoved. Prosper is 7, Natrum is 1. We are in the first over. We had 5 deliveries. There are 8 without loss. Extras 24 in a total of 83. 53 off the last 5. That's pitched up and Highway. Good diving. The stop there by the mid-wicket. Diving to his left like a goalkeeper. Whether he plays football or not, I would know. Clivus will probably know. And the total after the first over, a 9 without loss.
Yes, good over there by Aj. They considered 9 in the over. Central Castries in the first game, they did score 9 runs of the first over. So a similar start to what they did in the first game, right? It's 9 without loss, and they are chasing a score of 83, and they scored 82 in the first game.
Yes. And Clivus has told me that game is just about to start between Manchester City and Chelsea. You just want to provide what's happening. Clivus will all tell me what's the Pakistan first innings total. Pakistan first innings total, Clive. You're very good at providing all the information. Playing Zimbabwe as modest. That's just drop towards gully. The keeper comes around and makes an awkward attempt. Lost his footing as he fell. So 9 without loss. Pakistan were about 270 for 5, I remember. That's just top of my head. So cool conditions prevailing, 10 without loss. Need to get to 84. Third man has come in. Slip is standing back. And backward point is going in. There's a square cover, extra cover. Mid off, mid on, mid wicket, backward square. That's nicely played off the back foot as he chops it square. Rotates the strike. So as you heard, you said earlier, South Africa to be reinforced by A.B. de Villiers, according to the international wires this morning, but not put out by the South African board, let's say. So Prosper is in strike. Natrum is 2, Prosper is 9. And Modest, that's into the line of the leg stump and tucked neatly around the corner. That's a single. Rotating the strike, 12 without loss. But it develops. Pakistan 510 for 8. And Zimbabwe sliding away a 52 for 4. They've done better in the shorter format, Zimbabwe. But this is a massive score by Pakistan. That's outside leg stump and wide called. So keeping along the ground when it went through to the keeper. So he just slid along the ground. 13 for no loss. Natrum 2, Prosper 10. Mabouya did start it quite slow, but then picked up the scoring rate in the last 5, aided and abetted by 24 extras. That's clipped away and towards square leg. Now square leg started to move in and then realized that he wasn't going to get there. Checked his advance, but his throw, although initially they might have been half looking for a quick single. So stays at none for 13. We have had 1.4 overs bowled. Slip just coming to his left. Modest goes in, and that's swatted away. Nicely stopped. A left hand stop at cover. If he was a little less mobile, that would have been at least a run. The return wasn't all that great. So after making a good stop, you have to at least complete the whole feeding effort by slamming the return into the keeper's glove. 30 without loss. Natrum 2. Slow going by Natrum, Greg. And you turn this away, we'll pick up yet another single. And we have had 2 overs completed. After 2 overs.
Hi, I'm Tedison John of the Tedison John Project. Even when we're not rehearsing, we stay connected. Flow makes it easy with Flow bundle plans. My mobile phone, internet broadband to download and send files, my home office fixed line. All the services I need in one place. And guess what? The more services you use, the less you pay. Yep, get more and pay less. Guys, you can't go wrong on this one. Bundle today.
To take too many chances, and we can get this runs if we just build slowly. But I think I'll be quite happy with the proceedings so far. Now, cover is going right back out as the bowler, Severin, just marking his run out, practicing his run. He's got third man out, cover out. So, Severin, good shoulders, quite tall. How much bunks he's going to get, you have to wait and see. He's going to move in the Natrum, who's 3 on a lot of deliveries, 5. He's back and gets that off an outside edge. Would have been maybe a regulation catch at fourth slip. There's none. They wouldn't have a fourth slip in the shorter format. So 15 without loss, 15 without loss. But we're seeing in the shorter format, the T20, sometimes they could be a forward short leg. I've also seen a silly point, depending if bowling side is really on top, and the spinners are doing well.
Well, Pollard likes to.
I was
go
thinking
with the
about,
short leg.
I had him in my mind. Delivery, which is, well, initially just push out in the onside. The bowler thought he was almost through him. And the left-handed Prosper started to run and then realized that the ball would have been easily picked up. We saw a couple of runouts in the first inning, didn't we?
Yes, Shango was involved in those mix-up.
Shango is not the most popular, I would think, in the dressing room. Severin, and that's a dab shot, investing a dangerous shot for not much. But when you play that, Greg, you may get a signal to third man. You might also lose your wicket.
Yes, not a high percentage shot at all, right?
So slow going by Central Castries, and the man they're playing in the name of Mendu Phillip, in contrast with a hard-hitting batsman. And that's an attempt to get the scoring on, but get the scoring on only by one leg by. Phillip, I think, against Pakistan, hit the ball to get 50 odd. I remember if he played against Australia in Grenada. Bam Charles picked up 7 against Australia and 65 in Grenada. Serving bowls and a good delivery. Shaping bat nicely. Looking to play a very difficult shot. He was very close to his body. And he could have easily got a top of the bat edging to the keeper. So good dot ball. More pressure on Central Castries. They're building up the rate. Greg has gone to 9.49.
Yes, very slow going, and the current rate is just 5.65.
Saravin once more. That's hiked away with the wind. That's a big hit. We've had many, Johnson Charles and a few others, clearing the western stand. So an important maximum there. The Central Castries 22 without loss. They have been laboring a bit. So after 3 overs, 22 without loss. And I suppose the good thing that they're not 22 for 2. They haven't lost any.
Yes, the teams have proven in the past, Reds, if you look at the previous set of matches, that they can start slow, perhaps for the first 3-4 overs, even by the halfway stage. And then the latter set of overs, they could really pick up the pace, especially with wicket in hand.
So that was the 146 in competition. And right now, Central needs 69 of 47. Now, that's an equation very much in the favor of the batsman, but sometimes you can see that just changing around. There's pressure at the end. 22 without loss, both batsmen on 10. And we've had 3 overs completed. So Modest will continue from the far end. The left-handed Prosper. Little man, small. Just to give you a comparison, so someone like Goslogi's side. He's going to bowl over the wicket to the left-hander. He does that now. Plays a very fine pass to keeper. He gets something onto it. As they come back for the second run, let's wait for the signal. There is a leg by signal, so nothing off the bat. 24 with a loss, 24 with a loss. And, I think the strip is played that Ken Crafton has provided.
It has been well, Reds, just a bit of extra bounce, really. Good carry.
Let's move in, and again, happy with his approach. Whether he is bowling off one mark, which is very important. All the outstanding fast bowlers tell you to bowl off one mark. Don't keep changing your approach. That's pulled and well stopped by the backward square. Excellent stop. It might have been maybe a goalkeeper sometime because that was rushing away. And nice palms and he knocked it down.
Yes, Dale Smith at the short fine leg area there. Just parried this one to the ground, saving what would certainly have been 4 runs.
Yes, I think so far the fielding has been quite good.
Yes, the ground fielding has been good. We've seen some excellent saves in the field. Just a few blemishes, ball going through
We've
some
gone
fielders.
for almost a third slip. And this ball is pitched up by modest and very orthodox. Longer format is the game shot. 25 without loss. We haven't seen a major effort and nothing in anger rate. Yeah, we saw a 6 while ago. That was an anger. A lot of anger because it went fairly far. So it's done for 25. It's 3.3 overs. As Modest goes in and that swung away over square leg. It just embarrassed me a bit. 31 without loss. And after saying that, what happens? He bowls outside the leg stump with the bat through with the bending of the feet, picks it up nicely, and carries it into the wind and still over the rope. None for 31. Natrum has gone up to 16.
Natrum is very strong up his legs, Reds. And this one was not an effort ball, so to speak. This one just angling into the pads and good pickup shot there by Stephen Natrum, hitting into the wind.
One that's 1.4, none for 12. He bowls once more. Off the back foot, cracking shot. Nice looking shot. And the sweeper comes in. No pressure. When looking for the second, where he has taken his eyes off the ball. That's one of the problems sometimes with fielding. You just take your eyes off the ball and then you concede runs. So they've conceded a signal, the strike rotated. Prosper 11 and strike. Natrum has gone up to 17. And the rate now required 8.43. But they haven't lost a scalp. They haven't lost any of the openers. Third man now coming into the circle. So fairly attacking field. Delivery which is attempted. Square cut off the back foot, makes no contact. Of course, with each
Today, I would like to introduce you to the fixed special deposit. What's so special about this deposit? It is all about you, the customer. The interest rates and maturity periods are negotiable. That's how special this is. The special deposit instrument was designed to meet the needs of those who cannot be accommodated within the existing investment options. For more information on our special deposit and other investments, call Fix today at 458-8700 or 458-8740 or email Fix at info@fixlimited.com. Fix, firm and upright.
They were 45, and after the second they were 48. So certainly the slowest in the 3 games played so far.
Yes, MABOUYA did pick up the scoring in the last 5, getting 53. They were helped by very healthy extras, target of 24. So Cholet will now, as captain, try and see if he can make inroads into the Central CASTRIES batting as he gets a full toss, and that's hit through the legs of the non-striker. And a single. The odd boundary per over. 33 without loss.
Come boys, come boys, come boys.
And he comes in between Man City and Chelsea. Coming all the way from Babino each morning. And I think as a debutant, live coverage, he's done a Very encouraging job.
Reds, you may just put Clivers in problems. They said it's coming from Babono. Yeah, apparently you're saying the women have slept out.
I beg you, from MABOUYA.
Yes, from
Yeah,
MABOUYA.
right. I got it right the second time. Sent away, there's an appeal. As they take a very quick leg bite.
That's it, boy. That's it, boys. That's it, boys.
Very much.
Nothing too close
Man
to him,
from that
Murphy.
area. He works in that area.
Nothing too close to it.
And very active on Facebook about the activity, which is good. You need to have communication to let the public what's happening. That's a delivery which is played down towards the vacant backward point and 4 runs.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Interesting.
Come on,
It
boys.
was just
On
back of a
tour,
lane,
on tour.
and he seemed to just got the face
Have
of the bat
chances,
of
have
it.
chances. Let's capitalize,
And,
guys.
able to control it well. So a bit of quick scoring, 38 without loss.
Some few tight overs,
With
guys.
Natrum going up to 22, Greg.
Stay committed. Stay committed. Stay committed.
Magarin
Stay
on
committed,
this
guys.
occasion just shot outside the off stump, and Stephen just guiding this one past Chad Polios for 4.
4.3 overs bowled and running it down. Going very slowly, they could look for the second run. And I think the initiative came from the striker, Natron.
Come on, boys.
Because the non-striker didn't seem to be all that turning quickly. But I think the way how he touched down, certainly then have a response. 40 without loss. As Cholet goes in, and that's hit in the air. It's going to drop in no man's land. One running back from the circle, the other coming in from cover. One more to the total. None for 41.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on,
4.5
guys.
overs bowled. Partnership actually a 41. The rate required 8.32. So
Come on,
they're
MABOUYA.
managing
Come on,
this
MABOUYA.
very well. They got all of their wickets in hand. It's none for 41. That delivery top edge is going to carry. It's going to go down towards backward square and goes into the boundary. I thought for a moment that cover was going to come across, but it hit the outer edge. And when it bounced, it just then went very much quicker than maybe the cover was hoping for. None for 45. We have had 5 overs completely, needing to get 84 for victory. They are 45 without loss, with Prosper 15, and Natrum has rocketed up to 25, Greg.
Yes, good going there by the Central CASTRIES Mindo Heritage. They certainly have picked up the scoring rate in the last 2 overs, some 23 runs coming off the last 2. At the halfway stage, the MABOUYA Constrictors, they were 30 for 2, and Mindo Heritage 45. So if they are to double the score, Clivers, that would be 90, so they would have won that game quite comfortably.
It's sitting very comfortable at the minute, Greg. The Constrictors have not been able to constrict the Mindo Heritage team from Central CASTRIES. Natrum is batting very well. He's on 25 from just 15 balls. And his partner Prosper is on 15 from 15. He's batting at a runnable 15, and we'll see the introduction of Dale Smith, and he's driven out to a square cover for 1, driven by Natrum into the offside out to a square cover, and he comes through for 1. The score moves on by 1 to 46. Natrum goes to 26. And of course, Greg, they really, at the moment, the scoring rate, the current rate is well over the required rate, and they're matching on to victory at the rate.
Yeah, they are making light work of the total at this point in time.
It's Dale Smith. He will continue this time. He will be bowling to Prosper, and we know Prosper for his back in the day happy hooker he was called, and this time he's looking to sweep at Smith. Just probably gloving this one out towards short fine leg. The keeper scrambles down there, and there's no run from this delivery. The score remains on 46. Smith will continue to prosper. And this one is well up to him, driving. It comes off the inside edge out towards the deep backward square. He comes off the boundary. That's the captain, Mugaran Shulet, and just a single taken, moving the score to 47. 47 for no loss. Greg Wilson, they should be sitting very comfortable at the minute.
Yeah, comfortable indeed. And Smith in the midst of a good economical over.
And let's see if he can finish well. And Nitram goes behind his head. A good, oh, it's a misfield. It's a fumble out there. The fielder was coming around
Zachary Edmond
on the bounce, and this one, the bowler is livid. He was in bowling a really good over this time. He was taken over his head, and regulation stopped what should have been regulation for Zachary Edmond and just helped it into the boundary. He was probably going a touch too fast there.
I suspect they...
And dropped straight to the fielder at cover and dropped a short delivery. That's a near Litterville, and straight to the fielder at cover and dropped. Dale Smith is really, his luck is not going his way in this over. Smith will continue to Natram and end over the keeper, and they come through for one, and that's all there will be. And is a one by that came through the keeper. It's an eventful over. After a very eventful over, 50 comes up for the Mindu Heritage.
Man, we've ride. Nothing makes me happier than producing Denver segment music. The Creole influence, the beats, the vibe, it's so infectious. And it makes me feel so happy to share this beautiful music out to St. Lucia to the world. It is who we are. That's our Denry.
The womb of its central and that of MABOUYA Valley Constrictors. It's Shulet, the captain, to continue. Very wide outside of stump, and the umpire will duly signal the wide, moving the score along by 1 to 53. Mugaran starting very wide on this occasion. Another 31 runs needed of a 24 deliveries. Mindu Heritage sitting pretty at the minute with the captain Natram on 30, and he faces up to Shulet, and Shulet is bringing him a delivery pretty close to him, and he drives out towards long off one, and they come for the second. Diving Prosper, he's home. The bowler does not collect the ball, and they come for 2 comfortable runs.
Yes, good aggressive run in there by Gaspar Prosper.
Fellas, come on,
What
fellas,
should
come
have
on, fellas.
only be 1.
Come on, boys.
But Shem Serben
We on top of
came
the game.
off very slow
We are
of
not
the
there.
long
We
off
on
boundary,
top.
and they were able
Let's
to
remain there.
get a second.
Good running from Mindu Heritage. Is playing as if they're behind the 8 ball, but they're well in front of the 8 ball at the minute. And just a 22 needed, 29, and overthrow is on. Is there? There's a chance for overthrows, and just in the last couple of overs, MABOUYA Valley Constrictors just letting it go in the field. They started very, very well in the field, supporting the bowlers, but in the last couple of overs, few errors coming through.
Yes, certainly. Deal in the last over ball by Dale Smith, we saw a fumble on the boundary that resulted in a 4, and the next delivery was dropped.
And it's gone downhill from there. Mugaran Shulet into Nitram, and Nitram is driving out towards cover. Cover comes off the boundary. Maya Stanislas, a good bit of fielding, good return into the keeper. A little bit low, but just restricting them to 1. He came off the boundary like a grease lightning, and he restricting Nitram to just 1. 26 needed from 21 balls. The Heritage coasting towards the first victory.
Very much so. They're making light work of the total.
It's Shulet into Prosper. 1.3 overs, none for 18. A slower delivery picked up out towards the backward square. The fielder comes around and he makes a valiant effort, but he's not able to hold on to it. And there's a chance of a run out, but the throw is very wayward and they complete 2 runs. A good valiant effort from the fielder. It looks like it's Rick Smith, but he's unable to hold on to it.
Yes, very good effort there by Smith, but this last ball up flicked by Gasper was up in the air for a while, but with the wind never carried all the way out to the boundary. But Rick Smith charging in and was unable to hold on to the catch.
It's Shulet again into Prosper. Again, he's flicking out towards mid-wicket and he's going to challenge the boundary. It goes over and that's 4 from Gasper. It's just nonchalant flick and well-timed on this occasion from Prosper heading towards the boundary.
Yes, almost yanked himself and somehow was able to get the elevation that was required and got the 4 valuable runs.
And the scores moved on by 4 to 64. 64 without loss. Gasper Prosper has moved to 22 from 19. Natram is on 35 from 22. Shulet bowls to Prosper and wide down the leg side, very wide down the leg side. And the keeper, Louisi, diving across to his right and making a good save on that occasion.
Yes, the keepers have been made to work hard for their pay in this tournament.
The keepers have definitely worked very hard for their pay. They've earned it. And it's a Shulet into Prosper. He's played inside out over extra cover. Zachary Edmonds come from long off and restricting them to just 2 runs. A good bit of work on this occasion. But Prosper inside out, adding 2 more to his total, 2 more to the team's total as well.
Yes, good opening stand there by these two, Prosper and Natram. And after 67 runs, they are pretty much just coasting home to victory.
67 without loss. The Central Castries Mindu Heritage with Natram on 35 from 22. He's hit 2 4s and 2 6s. And Gasper Prosper is on 24 from 20. He's hit 2 4s and 1 6. And just to give you an update, Man City and Chelsea is locked at nil all deep into the second half as Dale Smith bowls a delivery outside of stump to Natram, no contact there, and this time Natram gets on it high. It's got the elevation, not gotten the distance, and Shem Severin again. The woes of the MABOUYA Valley constrictors continue. Severin just spilling. Catcher might have been affected there by the wind, Severin.
This one high in the air, Severin running in, but looking at the body language, he never got settled under this one and really spilling what should have been a very comfortable catch.
And what should have been regulation stuff there, Severin spilling it, and MABOUYA Valley's constrictors woes continue. Dale Smith is bowling well, but he's not getting the support of his team. A mere 16 runs needed from 16 balls into Prosper, and Prosper is looking for the big slog sweep from outside off and just not getting cleanly on this occasion. No run resulting.
Yeah, Dale Smith have to consider himself very unlucky.
He's very, very unlucky. He's a Smith, and he bowls to Prosper, wraps him on the pad. The umpire is giving him out. He's giving him out. He adjudged him leg before wicket, and Dale Smith, he was not getting the support of the field. This time he goes and do it alone.
Yes, this one, Gasper Prosper looking to play across the line and completely missing this one. And the dreaded finger of umpire Darius. So he has his matching orders, but one could consider that the damage has been done. How many? 15 runs
16 needed.
16 needed. So Gasper Prosper featured in a good opening stand, the best that they've had in this tournament, some 68.
So a very good opening stance from Gasper Prosper and Natram, and he brought his team very close to what would be a good victory, their first in the tournament for this year, 2021.
Yes, they need to win all their remaining matches and hope some other results can go in their favor if they are to qualify for the knockout stage.
Certainly need lady luck, and we'll, whilst Dwight Thomas comes in to join his captain Natram, we'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, our title sponsor Dream 11, Calabash TV and Albies Media, Flow, Made in Paradise, and Smith bowls to Thomas. Thomas is giving him the charge down the ground, but this time he is beaten by the length and he's able to just guide it down to a short third man. No run resulting. The score remains on 68-1. Thomas just coming in his face, just one delivery. A further 16 runs needed from 13 balls. Dale Smith is in the middle of a very, very good spell. He's caused all sorts of trouble to the batters of the Central Castries Mindu Heritage.
Yes, Captain Natram in particular.
Smith into Thomas, and Thomas is guiding this one. He finds the gap on this occasion. He's going close to the boundary. Chad Polius giving chase, and they come through for 2 comfortable runs. A good shot there from Thomas. Get his second delivery, and finding that gap between backward point and a short third man out towards the boundary. 2 runs, 70 on the board, 70-1. End of the over, 7th. Still 1 delivery to go. Should have been end of the over. An extra ball given there to Dale Smith, and the over.
Find everything you need today? Yes, indeed. I don't see the higher purchase price on this.
That's because the higher purchase price is calculated off the cash price you see there. Based on the length of time, up to 36 months, I could calculate the final price for you. What's more, we do free delivery to any location, island-wide, plus free installation.
Wow!
You earn points on your Massy card with every purchase, including your higher purchase payment.
Massy Stores Home. Let's go home.
Let our viewers know who's behind this. Title sponsor Dream 11, Calabash TV and Albies Media. Flow, Made in Paradise, Scott Sports and Awards, the Trophy Center, Blue Waters, Full 100, First National Bank, Kendall M. Gill Chambers. These sponsors came together to really make it possible, and we want to say thank you to them as Shem Severin will bowl the penultimate over of the match. Over number 9, Shem Severin, and he will be bowling to Natram. Natram is on 36, 24 balls he's taken to get his 36. Severin moves away into Natram outside of, and he is again given another life out towards the boundary. The fielder at backward point should have taken that. It was traveling, but should have taken that break.
Yes, should have taken this one regulation catch at this stage of the game to have the opportunity to dismiss Captain Stephen Natram, just giving himself room and hitting this one through points right through the hands of the fielder and down to the boundary for 4.
4 more, taking the required runs down to 10 from 10, and the Severin into a Natram. Slower delivery. Natram is helping himself, and he gets 6 over wide mid wicket, and 6 more to the total. So it should finish. It looks like it will finish in this over, Greg.
Yes, Shem Severin really looked like a dejected bowler, having the catch dropped off the previous ball, just ambled this one, and a low full toss to Stephen Natram, who really did not miss out on this occasion.
And Natram has moved to 46. Can he get to the 100? It's Sky this one out towards long on. It's landed inside the circle. Natram moves to 47. The score moves to 81. Some 3 runs required from 8 balls. And it looks like Natram was looking to finish it, but now he's off strike. Dwight Thomas has a chance to finish it off in this over, in the 9th over, which will do well for the net run rate if they can. Severin into Thomas, and this one is short, lifting, and no signal there. One for the over to the bowler as a dot delivery. The score remains on 81 for 1, 8.4 overs bowled. The Central Castries Mindu Heritage, a good 47 from Captain Natram. Dwight Thomas is on 2 and he's on strike. Shem Severin will look to see if he can push it into the next over. One push this into the final over of the match. Severin into Dwight, and this is wide. And the umpire will signal wide too. The score moves on to 82 extras, continuing to do the trick break.
Yes, more extras, but on this occasion, not too many, just 9 extras in this inning. Sorry, so perhaps that's about the fewest we have had in any inning.
Very disciplined stuff from the bowlers of the MABOUYA Valley Constrictors as Severin moves away from us and bowls to Thomas, and he is bowling yet another extra. It appears that we will have that for the second time or for the third time in this tournament.
Yes, for the third time, it appears that the bowler is going to end the inning with extras.
He's bowled 2, extras move to 10. Dwight Thomas remains on 2. Natram is on 47. The Central Castries Mindu Heritage is on 83. It's Severin to Thomas, and this time he's finding his line, finding his range, and beating him outside of stump. And just 1 run needed. This is 1 ball to go, 1.5 for Severin. He's gone for 20 runs in his 1.5. A bit on the expensive side is Shem Severin.
Very expensive indeed.
Barring any major miracle, Central Castries should go take this one home, and this one is lifting delivery outside of stump. The umpire thought about it and decided that it was a legal delivery. And we're going to the 10th over, Greg Wilson, with 1 run to get for victory for Central Castries Mindu Heritage.
And fittingly, it could the captain, Stephen Natram, can hit the winning runs.
He gets the opportunity to do so now, Stephen Natram. 1 run to go. It's a Frenchman, Chad Polius, who will bowl the last over.
And possibly get 50 in the process, if he can hit a boundary.
If he can hit a boundary, he will certainly get these 50. But Chad Polius will look to bowl a maiden and take us to a super over.
That would be the first of the tournament. That would be very interesting.
Chad Polius looking to get a maiden for MABOUYA to give them yet another lifeline. But Stephen Natram looking for his half century in the tournament. Who is going to get it? And it wraps on the pad, a delivery that is heading down the leg side. But wraps him on the pad. There's no appeal. The ball just goes out towards the square leg, and the square leg comes in very sharply. The fielders come in. Nobody on the boundary. All Natram needs to do is beat the infield, and he's in for it, and he does so. He goes to 50, and they win an emphatic victory for Central Castries Mindu Heritage. The first of the tournament.
Yes, fitting way to end the inning. Captain hitting the winning runs, and in the process bringing up his 50. So a very convincing victory, comprehensive win for the Castries Mindu Heritage, the first of the tournament. They had to come in the third game. Like I said, they need to win every game from onwards and hope for the result to go their way. But yes, good victory and good knock from Captain Natram.
Central Castries is on the mark now, and they will really need luck to go their way for them to make it to the knockout stages. They need to win the other games, and of course, as you would have indicated, Greg, I hope the other teams don't get those positive results. But we have it here, Stephen Natram finishing on 51, Dwight Thomas on 2, and 87 for 1 from the Central Castries, Mindu Heritage, and winning this one. A good victory for them. MABOUYA Valley Constrictors, the bowlers, Christian Ange bowling 1 over for 9. Lenny Modest 2 overs for 13. Shem Sevre 2 overs for 20. McGarren Chulet 2 overs for 27. Dale Smith 2 overs, 1 wicket for 9. Chad Polius 2 balls for 4 runs. So the medium pacer.
The easiest way to pay your LUCIA bill is online on any of your secure devices. Go to www.myaccount.lucelect.com on your phone, tablet, or computer. Have your electricity account number and meter number ready and follow the step-by-step instructions to register and set up My Account. Voila! You can review your account and pay your electricity bill online directly to LUCIA or through your bank 24/7, anytime, anywhere. When you want to pay your bill, open My Account. Click on Pay Bill on the left of the page. Choose Pay My Bill by credit or debit card on the right to pay directly to LUCIA. Continue to the payment website, complete credit or debit card details, and submit payment. Alternatively, if you have online banking and you want to pay through your bank, choose Pay Through Your Bank and select your bank from the list. Your bank's login page will open up. Sign in to pay your electricity bill through your bank via online banking. Pay LUCIA bills online and get back to your life.
Born from the same soil, growing stronger.
Raised of our own sweat and toil, doing it together.
I'll bank for you and me,
taking us forward so proudly.
First National Bank, the best of who we are. First National Bank, together we'll go far. The pride of St. Lucia, here to stay.
Growing up, growing stronger, it's the First National way.
Every day we're making better, faster and smarter, convenience like no other.
First National Bank, the best of who we are.
First National Bank, together we'll go far.
We'll go far. For decades every day, it's clear, it's true.
First National Bank, we're here for you.
Hi, I'm Tedison John of the Tedison John Project. Even when we're not rehearsing, we stay connected. Flow makes it easy with Flow bundle plans. My mobile phone, internet broadband to download and send files, my home office fixed line. All the services I need in one place. And guess what? The more services you use, the less you pay. Yep, get more and pay less. Guys, you can't go wrong on this one. Bundle today.
Have you ever wondered how money can work for you?